Shalom Aleichem Rabbi said we are back with Hachseik, Perek Beis, Mishnah Dalid. The end of the Mishnah here says, Al tamin ba'atzmecha ad yoim moischa. Do not trust yourself until the day you die. V'al todin es chavercha ad shetagil m'koimoi. Don't judge your friend until you are in the same place. V'al toimer dover she'i efsher lishmoya. Don't say a secret. Shesoifa lishama, because if you do, it will not be a secret anymore. V'al toimer l'chshe'efne eshne. Don't say when I become available, I will learn. Shema leitipane, maybe you will not become available. That's the Mishnah. Says the Rabbeinu Yoina. Al tamin ba'atzmecha ad yoim moischa. Okay, this is again with a vav achibur over here. So it's supposed to be like a hemshech. The first thing that Hillel said, al tifresh min hatzibur, ve al tamin ba'atzmecha ad yoim moischa. Have to see if we can figure out what the connection is. Maybe there is a connection, maybe there isn't. I'm not sure. Says Rabbeinu Yoina, who nidrash bein lechasidus bein leemuna. I can say pshat here as a minik chasidus or a dvar, a concept to strengthen one's emuna. So we'll start off with the midas chasidus. She'afal pi she'niskin elcha ruach nechoina. Okay, even though you're feeling good, you're feeling in the zone, you are mamish steiging, you had a great day, don't tell yourself you are a tzaddik. Look how good I am. I've set a goal for myself, and it's been so long, and I'm sticking to it. It's mamish gavaldik. I had nisyanis, and I overcame them. My name is Gabriel of I'm mamish winning. Look, I'm mamish winning. Mamish like like a kid who's playing a game. Kvar nishbar v'anachnu nimlotnu. Right? I already dismantled the Yetzer Hara, and we are saved. There's no such thing. Right? Continues on. The Yetzer Hara is powerless. He's unable to push me off the derech. This is not a healthy mahalach. The truth is, says the Rabbeinu Yoina, is that the Yetzer Hara he's a oyev, he's your enemy, and he's plotting and planning and trying to scheme ways how to get you all the days. He'll find you working. Odom shom. Ve'ulai ki yochel yuchel v'tilakach nafshecha biyodai. He's going to find you, just in your quiet time, in a place where nobody's been around, and it's just like a foreign place, and you're just all alone. He's going to get you at that moment, and that's it. It's going to be all done. He's waiting for you. So the moment will come, and he will utilize every opportunity that comes that comes his way. So there's no such thing. Ad yoim moischa, there's still a battle. You're always there, and he's always strong, and he's always scheming after us. Okay, so that is the first shot. That is le'inyan chasidus, being on guard. The Yetzer Hara is there. The Yetzer Hara wants to defeat us, wants to deviate our life from avodas Hashem and all that kind of stuff. Now, there's another shot over here, another pun, if you want to call it that, to these words, legabe, the inyan of emuna. Gam le'inyan of emuna nemar hadavar hazeh, leval tilmoid min aminim. Okay, this is extremely relevant nowadays. Extremely. Like, very, very much relevant nowadays, at least for me. Okay, if I'm, saying it, so that means that I myself am struggling from this. I don't know if everybody else is, but I definitely find myself struggling from this. There's a lot of chachma out there. Chachma is extremely available to us nowadays. Chachma used to be available to people who knew how to read. Okay, people who knew how to open up encyclopedias, and that waved bye-bye to me a long time ago. But today, chachma is available. Look how chachma is available now. You're just looking, and listening to a shir. There is chachma available, and yesh chachma b'goyim tamen. There's definitely chachma out there, and it's available to all of us, whether we know how to read or not, and that kind of stuff. So, I find this to be a very big michshol, and it's good that the Rebbeinu Yoina is zeroing in on this inyan. Gam le'inyan ha'emunah nemar hadavar hazeh leval tilmoid min aminim. Be careful not to learn from the minim. V'afilu min advarim ha'amitiyim, even from things that are true. Okay, things that work, things that are proven to be working. Okay, ki pigiyasam ra. This touching, this pigiya, this negiya, you're touching something from a min. It's very hard. It's raw. It's terrible. Because they'll lure you in to believing other things, which is not richtig at all. Right? Like the human nature is, you eat something and you take the good and your body, takes out the bad. This is a normal thing to do. No, don't do that when it comes to chachma from the minim. Don't do that. And it fits very well, by the way, because a person will say to himself, yeah, I'll just learn from them, and whatever's good I'll take, and whatever's not good I won't take. This is negaya to the last statement, al tamen ba'atzmacha. Don't believe in yourself that you know how to differentiate between the two. Even though we find great people that did, but some people did and were matzliach, and some people were not. That's what he fears also over here. Al tamen ba'atzmacha loymar. Elmad lefnei v'stov loy nekabel. Sheloi tismech al daitcha kasher samach Rabbi Meir belomdo lefnei Elisha Amin. Okay, Acher. Rabbi Meir learned from Acher. That was his Rebbe. And don't trust yourself to be like Rabbi Meir. It doesn't always work. He found a rimoin, a moiridik fruit, unbelievable. But the problem is that the outside of the klip of the rimoin is poison. Kamat, you can't eat that stuff. So you eat the pre and you throw out the top. But that he did this. But like call us srikim shavim. Srikim, I don't know. It's like a poetic way of saying Talmidei Chachamim. I don't know what the word srikin actually means. But the English translations, it's just basically Talmidei Chacham. Not all Talmidei Chacham are the same. Meaning, not everybody will be as lucky as Reb Meir was. Reb Meir Atana. Reb Meir was amazing, and he did incredible things. But he learned from Elisha Hamin, and he was able to differentiate the two. But not everybody's like that. Like it says, Kasher Yana HaMelech was Shishimei Shmoinim Shana B'Kahuna Gedola. Ulavsoif Nasa Tzedoiki. He was lifnai v'lifnim 80 years on Yom Kippur on the holiest day of the year, and at the end of the day he became a tzaddoiki. When you listen to the divrei minus, afilu b'divrei Torah yesh b'davar oynish godol and ma'oy. There's a terrible oynish k'damrinan al oyso shenimser leminim. Somebody who was, told on to the malchus, and they were, ma'anahim. V'amruloi, and Chacham said to him, maybe you heard a Dvar Minus and you got enough from it. You were nene from it. Rabbi say this is extremely negaya nowadays. Okay, we are so much knowledgeable and nene from Goyisha philosophies. It's a scary thing, and I don't know what the mahalach is. I'll tell you one thing. I'm telling it to myself. I heard this from my Rebbe, and I believe in it. Be'emunah shlema, and this is really the avodah. You can't take things out of your heart. You can't take things out of your mind. Okay? We throw a lot of garbage in there. Okay? That's a pasuk. Okay? The heart is nimshol to a yam, and it contains a lot of knowledge. And we Nebuch threw in a lot of divrei minus in there. And I don't think the mahalach is to try and take it out. You can't, empty out the ocean. It doesn't work. You can take water out of a pool, but you can't take the water out of an ocean. It's a lohovet. But what we can do, and what I get a chizuk from, because I suffer from this. I think everybody suffers from this in today's generation. The mahalach is not to try and take things out and try to forget all the things that we learned and all the divrei minus that we are drinking on a daily basis, came on. Rather, you put more in, right? It's a pasuk in Chumash, in Krishma. Al levavchem. You have to put these things on your heart. Meaning, the mahalach with lave, the way to fix lave, and when we put terrible things in, is put good things in. Put more good things in. Just dump in as much Torah, as much Yira, as much Dibuk Tamidei Chacham, Shimush Tamidei Chacham. Put that stuff in your heart to cover it over, right? Because when you put, bad waters into the ocean, Lamaisa, it's batal b'roiv. If the mahalach is to make Torah the roiv, and that's at least the eitzah that I try to use, because this is a big problem. This is a really, really big issue that I think is extremely relevant nowadays. Continues the Mishnah with Rabbeinu Yoina, "Va'al tadin eschaberchat shetagilam koyim gam zehu min ha'inyan she'ein lo adam l'hamen ba'atzmai v'lo lisma v'dai to yesh midai." Don't trust yourself, okay? Too much. V'kasher yira chaver b'mala gadol v'einu misnag b'yosher. You see your friend doing something not right. Al yomer ima yisi if I was there, no, for sure I wouldn't do that terrible thing. L'fi she'ein choyodea ma yeled yoim. You don't know what's going to be tomorrow, today. Kamoicha kamoyu, kamoicha kepara, yeah, kamoicha kamoyu, ketoyer b'nei adam. This is how people are. V'ulay oisem, malatata oischa kamoihu. That thing that he was nichshalin, could be it would push you towards, doing ra as well. And you will taka be oile yilecha reshus lahar acham midos. Then you have the reshus to, say that he's doing something wrong. This is the yesod why a rebbe can give you hadracha, or why a rebbe can tell you you're doing something wrong, because usually they lived through the experience. Okay, every rebbe who's in your rebbe in yeshiva used to be a talmid in yeshiva, so he sort of knows what goes on, and he can tell you, no, this is not good. This is not healthy. This is not good. Because he was there and he became a rebbe, so obviously he was, Mavrel Midoisav. He steig in that matzav. That's where it works. That's where it works. I think the most incredible conversation I had with a rebbe, Zechron Levracha, my 10th grade rebbe, he pulled me over to the side. He saw something was bothering me, and he pulled me over to the side. And he said, "Tell me what's wrong." And I said to him, "Get off my back." You know what I'm saying? Like, what's a rabbi going to do to help me? I didn't grow up, 100% from. So, but we had like, Torah classes in high school. So I said to him, "Do me a break. Give me a break." So he looked at me and he said to me the following. He said, "I can, I have nothing to gain from you, and I could probably help you. I'm your only friend. I'm the only person you can trust. I have nothing to gain from you, and I've probably been through, something that you're going through, and I could probably help you." That's the yesod. He's been through it. He was Mavrel Midoisav, and also he has nothing to gain from you. Mamish, nothing to gain from you. I mean, like, our lives were totally different. That was a very big insight for me growing up. Okay, Val Toimer Dover Shi Efshel Lishmoya Shesoifel Lishama. Don't say secrets. Shesarich Other Lizar Minayv Shorus. A person should be aware and be careful from possibility. Meaning, if something is a secret and there's a possibility it could get out, don't let it get out. Somebody who is dear to you, somebody who will keep the secret, quote unquote. It's not possible for it to get out. There's nobody that's, a nochri, which is a stranger to us. So we have like a pact. We're going to keep the secret. No. Soiv davar akol nishma. Gam beincha lebein atzmecha. Big chidush. Even between you and yourself. Al tashmi eyu leoznecha. Don't speak it out, even to your own ears. Kamasha Omer Rabbi Sein Zechron Lebracha. Al derech mashal al tasiach ben aksalim. Ki oznaim lakir. Because the wall has ears, and it's only a mashal. Because really, it's not the kaisel that has ears. It's just the fact that you say the words, it gets out. Ki oznaim lakir al ze Omer Shlomo HaMelech alav shalom. Ki oif hashamayim yolich zakol ubal kenofayim yaged davar. The al tomer l'chashefne eshne shem loy tipone. Ki loy seidam ayelid yoim. We don't know what's going to be, and maybe you will not become available. You're always new things happening. But you're going to have to go with the flow, go with the hevel of that day. There is no shortage of crazy things that happen in our world. And that was written 1,000 years ago, and Kal V'chomer Ben Beno Shel Kal V'chomer nowadays. That's a moiridik line. Meaning, if you make Torah your keva, and work is when I have time, I'll work. Yeah. So then this won't happen. Okay, so that's a Gavaldik Eitzah, and everybody should have a wonderful day. We are moving forward to Mishnah Hey Be'ez Hashem tomorrow.